RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by St. Peter's Hardware and Rental, the best products, service, and expert advice. Mallory Sports, where your sports world begins. Ace Hardware. Ace, the helpful place. First Mid-America Credit Union. New name, same great credit union. Jack Schmidt Chevrolet. If you don't know where to get the best auto deals, then you don't know Jack Schmidt. Alton Refrigeration, the first choice in quality HD TV and appliances. Quality Buick, GMC, Cadillac. Serving the River Bend for 52 years. Barry Macias, professional independent insurance agents. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance. All your protection under one roof. Alton Memorial Hospital, the best health care close to home. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the River Bend.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Riverbend Baseball. It's the Roxana Shells in the sunshine today at Roxana Park, hosting the Jerseyville Panthers from Jersey Community High School with Louis Korak, Brent Birkland here with you as we bring you boys Riverbend Baseball today in the sunshine. Another cool day, and Shells and Panthers get ready to battle, and just a little bit warmer than yesterday or our last game on the air. Louis, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. You sure about that?
Just a little, so far.
Well, I don't normally do this, but I tend to agree with you a little bit. It's a touch warmer, and when I say a touch, I literally mean a touch. It's still on the cool side, not quite what we would consider spring baseball, softball type weather. Do you agree?
No, not even close. Temperature around 50 degrees or low 50s maybe with the sunshine, but as everyone's been talking about all day long, this morning, 5 o'clock hour, 6 o'clock hour, we had snow, we had rain, we had 32 degrees, basically at the freezing mark with the snow falling, and here we are in the sunshine, and here we are with baseball.
Welcome to the St. Louis metro area, huh?
Sure.
Where it snows one hour and it'll be 70 degrees the next hour. Isn't that what we had last week?
Exactly. Good old springtime, and closing down March today and tomorrow, and then we roll right into April and hope for some better weather and plenty more baseball and softball games for you here during the month of April as we get ready to roll there. But we get ready to roll here. Jerseyville comes in at 3-3. Roxana with a record of 1-5. The Shells finally won their first game of the year yesterday, and they beat Gillespie. They've had some tough competition and went 0-5 in their first 5, but now they have a victory, losing to Jabot, Jerseyville, Highland, Columbia, and Mascoutah before that win against the Miners.
Yeah, these two have already faced each other once. They're going to go at it here again. It was on a neutral field down in Waterloo in that little three-team round robin, if you want to call it.
There's a first pitch swinging shot to right field. It goes. Blake Wilfong, the catcher, has a ringing single to right, a left-handed hitter, and he pulled it through the hole.
Well, it was a hard hit ball. It was a fastball right over the heart of the plate. Actually, inner portion maybe. He was able to get the waist around, get the wrists rolling, and stroked a solid single into right field. First pitch of the game, and we've got a base runner and almost a pickoff.
Jacob Singleton is the starter today for Roxana. And we'll tell you about the Shells' defense as we go along. The catcher is Nelson Martz. Martz gives the sign, and it's a pitch out, and it is ball one, and the runner not doing anything down there as Mitch Scoggins, the center fielder, is at the dish.
With the wind blowing in, I know Jersey's Darren Perdun and I were talking about it a little bit, maybe not expecting quite a plethora of runs here today, so it might have to be one of those where you just manufacture some runs.
Throw over to first again, and the runner back again as Kessler holds him on over there. It's Little at second, McPeak at short, Briggs at third. Martz again the catcher. Singleton, the right-hander for Roxana, brings a breaking ball in there for a strike, and it's 1-1 with one on and nobody out. Wilfong, Scoggins, and the pitcher, Robbie Miles, the top three in the order. Then it goes Foster, Whitman, and Booger, and Shrimpton, Nevlin, and Gust, the bottom three. Now they throw over, and it gets away at first. And we have our first error and a miscue, and on to second base for Jerseyville with nobody out.
It was a ball that a little bit low, but I still think that it's a ball that Kessler may have been able to handle over there at first base, but the ball kind of thrown into the sliding path where Wilfong was coming back to, so runner in scoring position now with nobody out.
There's a chopper to third, foul, and that'll be strike 2 to the right-handed hitter, Mitch Scoggins. Again, that game, first game between these two teams, was back on Saturday, March the 19th. 9-3, Jerseyville beat Roxana down at Jabot. And they're playing again here today on the 30th of March. Good-sized crowd gathering here, and there's a shot into left center field, and that looks like trouble, and it is. It's in the gap in left center field. The run will come around to score. Here's the relay, but it's not in time, and on the throw, the batter, Scoggins, with the RBI, takes second base. 1-0 Panthers, just like that.
Well, it was a ball in the left center field, just out of the reach out there. Perry could not get to it. Carlisle had a way to go, but it was slicing away from him, and the runner, Wilfong, was breaking back to the bag, but you could see Darren Perdun waving him on all the way, saying, son, that ball's not going to be caught. Get in here, and either way, ball falls in, and got our first run of the game. 2 batters in, and it's 1-0.
And our first coach's visit for the game. It took just 2 batters for the manager, Mike Arbuthnot, to head to the mound for Roxana and talk it over with his infield, his pitcher and catcher here, and they discuss things right away. 1-0 Jerseyville, top of the first. And again, a very quick start for the Blue here. And Roxana will now have to face the heart of the order, Miles, Foster, and Whitman.
And this is an opportunity now. They just traded places, so you got another runner at second with nobody out. Opportunity now to have a big inning right off the bat. Miles can help himself. He is the starting pitcher for Jersey here today.
And the pitch is a ball low and away. Runner at second base here. Robbie Miles, the pitcher from the right side. Where's number 6? And he gets ready to go as the Panthers look for their 4th win of the year. 3-3 record thus far. And there's a strike in at the letters. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike to the number 3 hitter.
They've played a decent schedule as well. They've already played Alton and Edwardsville of the Southwestern Conference and actually competed pretty decently against both of them.
Swing and a miss. There's a strike. Ball down at his shoe top. Strike 2.
I know they played Edwardsville a couple of days ago. Lost that game 7-0, but I believe it was just a 1-0 game through 4 innings before Edwardsville kind of broke it open late.
Here's the next, and it is a strike called. Outside corner, good fastball above the knees, and struck him out.
Couldn't pull the trigger on that 1-2 pitch, and does not advance the runner, which was the last thing Jersey wanted to see happen, but it was an out that Singleton needed to kind of get into the flow of the game.
Strike called to Hunter Foster now, strike 1. Number 4 hitter, so the number 3 hitter not able to do any damage there, and as you mentioned, not able to move the runner up either. He's at second with 1 down, and 1 in for the Panthers here, top of the first at Roxana Park. Again, 7-0. They lost to Edwardsville. That was Monday. They lost that Alton game 4-1. Their victories coming against Gillespie, Roxana, and the Southwestern Piasol Birds. Breaking ball, shot up the middle, and that's a base hit into center field. Runner coming around third. They'll hold him up. It's 3 hits in the inning. It's first and third, 1 out.
Nice job by Foster taking that ball right back up the middle. Out of the reach of Singleton. That's now 3 hits in the inning. Runners now will move to first and third with 1 out. Whitman to the plate. Got a chance to deliver here in a clutch situation right off the bat.
Third base head coach Darren Perdun with the signs here as he checks his runners too, and so does the batter, and that is the second baseman Whitman. The stretch by Singleton. He brings it in, and he brings in a strike. And it's another strike. Well, he's throwing strikes, not walking anybody, but again, 3 hits in the inning and a strikeout.
Yeah, he's leaving a few of these pitches over the heart of the plate. These Jersey batters have been locked in early. Didn't see the box score. I don't know if Singleton pitched at all in that first meeting. But today's pitcher for Jersey, Robbie Miles, did throw in that ball game, and he's going to go here again today.
Here's the stretch, 1st and 3rd, as Singleton checks the runner's swing and a shot into left. That's trouble, and that's going to get down and get into the corner near the 3:15 sign. A run will score. The other runner just now getting to second base for some reason. And it's 2-0 Jerseyville.
I was looking and I was wondering, I'm like, why isn't our back runner, where the heck is he at? And I was missing him. I'm thinking he's already rounding second on his way to third, and they're getting the ball in, and he's just getting to second base. I didn't see over there what had happened to Foster, if he had slipped and fell or what. But any way you look at it, it's an RBI single for Whitman and a 2-0 lead.
There's a strike to Cole Booger, number 25. He's the first baseman for Jerseyville. They lead now 2-0. And some hits coming all over the park. That one right down the left field line, basically. And the left fielder, Perry, had to get over and get it. There's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Panthers break out on top here, and they're looking for more with 2 on.
They've hit some shots this half inning already.
Ball gets away on an 0-2, and the runners move up. 2nd and 3rd for the Panthers now.
Well, a base hit can bring home a couple of more.
Top of the 1st inning here, and the Shells just looking for outs and looking to get back into the dugout if they can, but we'll have to see if they can get that done. Singleton, the stretch. He's ahead of the hitter. Swing and a fly ball short left. Into foul territory it goes, and Perry with a long run will make the catch. And the runner tags and stands up at home. He scores. The other runner goes to third. He's safe. Ball gets away, but not far enough. And another run for Jerseyville. A long run for Perry, and he had to turn his whole body around and couldn't get that home in time.
Well, Booger did his job. The ball was down that left field line. It wound up getting into foul territory. You're right. Perry had a long way to go to get there. And being a left-handed thrower, he had to throw across his body to get in there. No way to get Foster at home for the 3rd run. And good base running job by Whitman, the back runner, advancing a base himself. And now he's there with 2 outs, but it's 3-0.
And now Shrimpton, the shortstop, at the plate, and he takes ball 1. 7th hitter of this 1st inning, and if you're the road team, that's what you want to do, is break out on top, and the Panthers have done that. They've put a crooked number up with 3 runs on 4 singles. 2 outs, swing and a miss there. Shortstop for Jerseyville at the plate.
I know it was a softball game on Monday, but we saw a few crooked numbers, didn't we?
21 runs Monday. And we have 3 already here, and it's a ball high to Shrimpton. Nevlin, the right fielder, waits on deck, and then Gust, the left fielder, bats 9th. Here's the pitch. Tap foul at home plate. Outfield for Roxana. Perry again in left. He's been busy. Carlisle in center, and Odell in right field.
It's already a 22-pitch inning here for Singleton to start the game. This pace, he's not gonna be with us very long here on a cool afternoon. You wouldn't imagine anyway.
Yesterday, Roxana playing the Gillespie Miners. This pitch inside hits the batter. It's still 1st and 3rd, and 2 on, 2 out, and that'll bring in hitter number 8 of the 1st inning.
Right fielder Nevlin steps to the dish, and a chance to deliver himself. 8 batters now to hit here in the inning. Jersey, when they step to the plate in the 2nd inning, will be back around again unless they get a 2-out rally going here where they just keep the hitters coming.
Here's a ball low. to Nevlin. Well, you look at Singleton's line already here. 3 runs, 4 hits, a strikeout, a wild pitch, a hit batter. A little bit of everything, again, but not a walk yet. It's 2-0 here, though.
Well, if you're going to make him earn it, that's the way you want to do it. You don't want to give out any free passes, but he has hit a batter, so. But Jersey has hit the ball hard already here.
3-0 now, so he may take a pitch.
They're a ball away from filling up the bases out there.
Here's the next, and it's a strike called. That'll make it 3-1.
I'd take another one here. Like I said, he's into the 20s on the pitch count already. Probably wouldn't hurt to see another one here.
The stretch and the pitch is upstairs for a ball, and now the bases are loaded for the number 9 hitter. We have the bases full of blue Panthers. 3 runs already in, 3 more on base with 2 outs, and here's Brian Gust.
No place to put him now, so Singleton's going to have to go after the batter here. Good cut.
Foul ball, back it goes and out of play, and the bleachers filling up here. Behind home plate, strike 1 to Gust. Everybody bundled up once again today. Another cool day. Mixture of clouds and sun. There's a shot to the left side. Diving play by the shortstop, but McPeak has no play. That's an infield single for the number 9 hitter, and another run for Jersey.
That's a good play. It's a good play by McPeak just to keep the ball on the infield. He saves a run there. No doubt there. Probably keeps that back runner from scoring, but he had really no place to go. Thought about maybe going to third, but not a play there, and then he just put it in his back pocket instead of trying to make a rush throw over to first base, and compound matters right now.
Roxana has their bullpen going here in the first inning, and that's not a good sign. If you're the Shells, and there's ball 1 to Blake Wilfong, the catcher who started this first inning just a few minutes ago, really. Pitches keep coming for Singleton. The right-hander for Roxana steps off now with the bases loaded and 2 down. Big inning for the Panthers. RBIs for Scoggins, for Whitman, for Booger, and Gust. Left-handed batter here. Where's number 1? And the pitch to the Jerseyville catcher. Swing and a miss. Low and away.
A little bit of an off-speed delivery there, and he went after a first pitch and roped one into right field to get things started here. So he's 1 for 1. He's already scored a run. Bats for the second time here in the first inning.
Way outside for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike now, and over 30 pitches, I would assume now.
You are assuming correctly.
Here comes another. Swing and a miss there at that pitch, and it's 2-2.
It's like a little bit of a changeup that time, and swinging over top of it. Wilfong, and it evens the count up at 2. Might get something good to hit here.
There's a tap to the right side. Second baseman scoops for Roxana and throws to first for the out, and that ends the first inning. But Jerseyville with a good first here at Roxana Park. In the top of the first, they score 4. The Panthers 4. The Shells coming up. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
At Jack Schmidt Chevrolet in Wood River, we make car buying a breeze. A member of our sales team will assist you in selecting the perfect new or GM certified pre-owned vehicle, and we back it up with our guaranteed price policy. Our commitment to you continues after the sale with genuine Goodwrench service. So if you don't know where to get the best deal on quality vehicles and service,
You don't know Jack Schmidt
in Wood River, Illinois.
Since 1947, St. Peter's Hardware and Rental has been helping you get the job done right. When planning a do-it-yourself project, party, or event, turn to St. Peter's for what you need to make it successful. St. Peter's carries brand name tools like DeWalt, Bosch, and Milwaukee. Quality True Value paints backed by a lifetime warranty, and everything else you need from gadgets to grills. Shop in-store or shop online. St. Peter's Hardware and Rental. The best products, service, and expert advice.
Back at Roxana Park, Shells and the Panthers here. Jerseyville with a good top of the first. They have four runs, 5 hits, and they leave the bases loaded. So they had a lot of base runners there in that first inning, and now it's Roxana's turn, and they'll see if they can at least put something up here in the bottom of the first inning with McPeak, Briggs, and Perry, Singleton, Touche, and Odell, then Kessler, Carlisle, and Martz, the lineup for Coach Mike Arbuthnot and Roxana.
Well, it puts you behind the 8 ball, no doubt, right off the bat, but also mentally it gets you down a little bit too, because before you even take your first swings, you're already down by 4 runs, and that's in the back of your mind, and I know it's doable, and it can happen, but more times than not, a team that jumps out like that obviously has the upper hand, and they're usually able to keep that upper hand. We'll see what Roxana's able to do. If they can at least put a crooked number up here in the bottom of the first, it gives you some hope that you can hit this pitcher, but this is an important time here for Robbie Miles to shut things down. It definitely gives your team another shot of confidence in the arm going back into the dugout for that second inning.
Bottom of the first inning here, and Roxana waiting in the wings here. Chase McPeak to start things off. Jordan Briggs and Brad Perry will follow. And they'll see what they can do against Robbie Miles, the pitcher for Jerseyville. Will Fong, the catcher, and we're ready to go here in the bottom of the first.
McPeak, Briggs, Perry. Anything behind that, Singleton. Roxana hoping to get a batting train going themselves here.
First pitch is down and in. Ball 1 to number 12, Chase McPeak. Again, Roxana, record of 1-5, beat the Gillespie Miners yesterday. And they'll see if they can string together some wins now here at the end of March and rolling on into April as we get the season going really in full swing now for sure. There's a strike called, and it's 2-1. Roxana is scheduled to play Litchfield Friday, Dupo Saturday, and then Metro East next Tuesday at GCS Ballpark down in Sauget. A 6 o'clock game next Tuesday night for Roxana and Metro East down there.
In ideal conditions, if it's like this, right? Probably be cooler than that.
At nighttime.
We did that a couple years ago, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
It was nice and balmy that night, wasn't it?
We've seen Alton play there, Roxana play there, CM.
Good pitch
There's
there.
a pitch just above the letters, and it's a ball. McPeak, Briggs, and Perry once again, and first hitter for Roxana today is Chase McPeak from the right side. The pitch on the way. Breaking ball, strike called, and caught him looking, 1 out.
Came back with an off-speed delivery on 3-2. A little bit of a surprise there, but tailed back over the inner part of the plate. McPeak gets caught looking. 1 out, 1 strikeout for Miles, and a good start for him. Jordan Briggs to the dish.
Right-handed batter, where's number 5? And the pitch is at the knees for a strike called, 0-1. Brad Perry will be next. We'll tell you about the Jerseyville defense as we go along here. Third baseman way off the line. This one's up and in and nicked the jersey. The uniform of Briggs, he is hit by a pitch.
Wasn't much, but enough, and he points to the umpire, says, hey, got a little leather off the new unis. How about Roxana's new uniforms? What do you think?
Pretty sharp looking. White jerseys, white pants with the blue lettering and some pinstripes on there too, and blue helmets. Swing and a pop back here and out of play to the third base dugout where Jerseyville is perched today. The road team, strike 1 to Brad Perry from the left side. Perry wears number 1. Roxana's bullpen still loosening there. The right field corner. Throw over to first, runner back. 3:15 down the lines here at Roxana Park. 3:55 to the alleys. 3:70 to dead center field. The flagpole out there. Ground ball up the middle. Second baseman there. Bobbles it, and he will get no outs instead of a double play or an out somewhere. Nobody retired on that grounder to second.
Boy, that was tailor-made. You couldn't have asked for a better hop to Whitman there. Boy, he had an easy flip to second, and they would have doubled a runner up at first. And, well, you compound matters. When that happens, you want to at least get one of the outs, and when you don't, you open up a can of worms here, potentially open up a big inning, and Roxana, that's what they're looking for. They get a break. See if they can take advantage of it.
Pitch is low and away and gets away, and Jerseyville giving Roxana an opportunity right here to get back in the game. That wild pitch sends them to second and third.
Well, Singleton can help himself out here, and he knows it. He knows he dug himself a hole by giving up the 4 runs. Now, a chance to maybe cut this deficit in half with a base hit here. 2 runners in scoring position and down by 4.
Singleton waits from the right side, and he rolls one towards short. Shortstop scoops, a run will score, and the throw hits the runner, and he is injured and down, and 2 runs will score, and he is hurting. That was up in the shoulder area. I don't think it hit him in the face, but it was way up high, that throw, and that throw was way off the mark. Everybody's safe, and 2 runs in for the Shells. It's 4-2 here in the first inning.
Well, and it's Jersey really compounding matters here by making 2 mistakes now. That's a couple of errors back-to-back here in the inning, and looks like Singleton's going to walk it off. I think he's going to be okay. But we do have a courtesy runner, number 10. I believe it's 10 over there at first.
Up in the left shoulder area, still holding it as he goes to the first base dugout.
Well, it's not his pitching arm, so that's good for him.
So Roxana getting a couple of runs on another error. And they now trail 4-2 here, first inning, and this pitch bounces in to the designated hitter, Ryan Touche. Bats for the second baseman, Brandon Little.
Well, they've scored 2 runs here without the benefit of a hit.
Ground ball to third. They'll throw to second. Out there. On to first. Out there. There's the double play they were looking for a moment ago, and it's 5-4-3 double play. And after 1 inning here in Shell Country, our score, Jerseyville 4, Roxana 2. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
There's a long pass. It looks like it's going to be overthrown. Oh, the receiver dashes under the ball and makes the catch. Touchdown!
Where did he get that extra burst of speed? That off-season training really paid off.
Alton Memorial Hospital's Human Motion Institute Sports Performance helps athletes maximize their potential and improve their game. With sports performance training, you'll leap higher, run faster, and throw farther. Learn more at altonmemorialhospital.org. Human Motion Institute Sports Performance, building better athletes.
At First Mid-America Credit Union, they offer more than savings accounts, checking accounts, money markets, loans, and IRAs. They also offer a Visa Platinum Card, which rewards their members with low rates, no annual fees, no hidden fees, no balance transfer fees, built-in safety features to protect your card from fraud, and a reward program which rewards you for every purchase you make. Apply today for a First Mid-America Credit Union Visa Platinum Card at www.1stmidamerica.org.
Panthers and Shells here at Roxana Park. It's boys baseball today, and after 1 inning, a 4-2 score, and Jerseyville scored a little differently than the Shells did. Jerseyville had 5 hits in the first inning. Roxana had no hits in the first inning.
A couple of unearned runs has made this a game again, and it's 4-2 now. But the Shells doing it without the benefit of a hit. Took advantage of a couple of errors. Panthers were finally able to get some defense there, but damage was done, and now they have to go back to work offensively.
Mitch Scoggins, Robbie Miles, Hunter Foster here in the top of the second inning, and there's a swing and a miss. It's 1-1 to Scoggins.
Scoggins singled, scored, and drove in a run in that 4-run first.
Singleton brings it in and almost hits the batter again. Ball 2. 4 runs, 5 hits, and also the Panthers left the bases loaded, remember, in that top of the first. Top of the second here, and there's a breaking ball strike. 2-2. 4:15 start and a long first inning. Now we'll see about the second inning. Way high for a ball. Singleton looks in. The Roxana right-hander brings it in. Swing and a looping shot down the line. Fair ball. Over the first baseman's head. He drops it in for a single into short right. 2 for 2 now for the center fielder for the Panthers, Scoggins.
Just kind of stuck the bat out there and guided one down that right field line, and you saw Kessler over there, and no place for him to go to try to snag that one. So Scoggins now 2 for 2 in the game.
Robbie Miles waits here and takes up and in. Right-handed batter here, digs back in.
I'm going to let you guess how many pitches he threw in the first inning after this.
Fly ball to left, Perry is there, and the left fielder makes the grab for the first out of the second inning.
Give me a number.
36.
Boy, you're about as close as you can get. 35 pitch first inning for Mr. Singleton. It's a lot. Some pitchers, that's 3 innings worth.
3 or 4 innings, yes. Here's Hunter Foster. Cleanup hitter for Jersey. Takes down and in, ball 1.
Singleton scored in the first.
Right-handed pitcher, right-handed batter again. Throw over to first and the runner back safely. 1 on, 1 out. 6 hits for Jerseyville now. Singleton brings it home, swinging a shot up the middle. Second baseman, backhanded play, out at second, out at first. A snappy 4-6-3 double play. This time, Little to McPeak to Kessler for the twin killing. Each team now with a double play on defense, and middle of the second inning rolls around here at Roxana Park. Still the Jerseyville Panthers leading 4-2 over the Shells. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Compare a well-equipped Lexus ES to a well-equipped Buick LaCrosse. Get inside each and see what you find. If perfection is what you pursue, this might just change your course. Meet the new class of world class. The 2010 LaCrosse from Buick. May the best car win.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Back live at Roxana Park, Shell Country for boys baseball here in the sunshine. Mixture of sunshine and clouds today, and we move into the bottom of the second inning. Roxana back to the dish, and they trail 4-2 to the Jersey Panthers here.
Each team finally getting some defense going, turning a twin killing. One for Jersey to end the bottom of the first. Roxana returns the favor in the top half of the second. Hard hit ball by Foster, and Little makes a nice play. He and McPeak turn it.
There's a ground ball rolling to third, and it's yet another error on the Jerseyville infield as Foster has it go right through his legs and safe at first with nobody out.
Well, and I talking to Darren Perdun before the game, he said our 3-3 record has a lot to do with us making mistakes here early in the season in the field, and it seems to be costing them dearly, and sure enough, it's costing them in this game already. We're only in the second inning, and they've had 3 miscues. It's about as easy a ground ball as you can get. And I know it sounds like a cliche, but I guess sometimes the hardest plays are the ones you think are the easiest, and that was definitely an easy one, and Foster just missed it.
There's a pitch that drops low to Eric Kessler, the first baseman here for Roxana, and Jerseyville's errors now have been all around the infield. 4, 5, and 6. Second base, shortstop, and third base now. Miles throws this one low, 2-0.
Well, it plays on a pitcher mentally when he knows he's recording outs and the guys behind you that you need to get help from are not making them for you, and sometimes you start thinking about making the perfect pitch in there, and that's when you start getting yourself into trouble and making mistakes.
Jerseyville's catcher, Will Fong again. Pitcher is Miles. Foster at third. Shrimpton at short. Whitman at second. Booger at first. 3-0 as the pitch is low again. Gust in left. Scoggins in center. Nevlin in right field. 3-0 to Kessler, and he takes a strike. It's 3-1.
Well, unlike Singleton in that first inning, Miles pretty efficient first, even though he gave up the 2 runs.
Ball inside off the plate, and Miles thought it was good enough at 3-1, but instead it is ball 4, and the Shells with 2 more base runners, and they still do not have a hit.
Well, they're getting the production, not exactly the way you think you're going to get them, but you're getting them regardless, and here's an opportunity that all of a sudden the tying run is at first base.
Pitch is low for a ball here to Jacob Carlisle, ball 1.
And Miles seems to be short-arming the last so many pitches. You can tell he's a little distracted by some of the mistakes that have been made already in this game.
This one's in there, and it's a bunt to the third base side. Pitcher has it, looked at third, and then threw to first for another error. It gets away, and a run will score for the Roxana Shells. It is 4-3 now. Jerseyville leading by 1.
Well, once he looked over to third base and nothing was there, you put that ball in your back pocket and don't compound matters. And once he makes the throw, I mean, it was a good bunt by Carlisle, don't get me wrong. I think he's going to beat that one out any way you look at it, but boy, and you can see Darren Perdun, boy, he's not happy one bit with his infield, and he's got them all congregated around the mound, and he's giving it to every one of them, and right now they deserve it.
4 errors now in 2 innings. Jerseyville in some trouble here, even though they led this game 4-0 in the top of the first. It's now 4-3, and the Shells given all kinds of gifts here. Now it's the catcher, Nelson Martz, to the plate.
Are we going to give Carlisle an infield single on that?
I think a bunt single and an error. I do think Miles, if he would have went to first right away, he might have got him.
Right.
Maybe. There's another bunt. Miles picks it up again, throws to first, out there. And it's a sacrifice bunt, moving Shells to second and third, 1 out.
Good execution there. Another good bunt by Martz this time. He gets the sacrifice down. Moves those runners up to second and third, and base hit. Could give the Shells the lead, believe it or not. They've got 1 hit in this game, but they've got 3 runs.
A bunt single, and that's all they have hit-wise. Here's Chase McPeak. Struck out looking his first time. This time he pops it into short right. Second baseman out, and he can't get it. It's off his glove, and everybody holds. The bases are loaded as they drop another one.
Well, that ball's got to be caught. I know he's going, and look, you could see the frustration on Miles, but his teammates just aren't helping him right now, and I know he had to go back on the ball, and sure enough, but he got there in plenty of time, did Whitman, and he just dropped it. And A little surprised. Mike Arbuthnot not advancing at least that runner from third, bringing him in, but that loads the bases up now.
Jordan Briggs takes inside, ball 1. Second baseman now has 2 errors. Shortstop, third baseman with an error each. Pitcher with an error, 2. 5 errors, and we haven't played 2 innings. Bases loaded for the Shells, and here's Briggs taking a strike at the knees.
Well, that's what Darren Perdun trying to keep his players up, trying to get a ground ball.
Fly ball into center field. Center fielder going back over his head, and he can't get it. Tried to make a basket catch. A run will score, and that's it. It is a long single to center. A run scores, and we are tied, and the bases are still loaded.
Oh, and Mike Arbuthnot, he's talking right now to Carlisle, telling him, son, you got to be halfway down the bag, not breaking back to the bag. If you're halfway down the line here, once that ball falls in, you're going to score, and he couldn't score him. But it does bring in the tying run, believe it or not. They all move up one station. It's an RBI for Briggs. And just like that, Roxana has tied this game up, and they got a chance to take a lead now.
Down and in for a ball to Brad Perry now, ball 1.
These are all unearned runs, too. Everything that's scored here.
Miles to Perry, and it's a swing and a foul. Back to the screen. Well, this is unbelievable. You get a 4-0 lead on the road, and just like that, it's gone because of
can't make a play.
5 errors. Not just a couple. 2 hits, one of them a bunt single for Roxana. The pitch, swing and a pop foul, strike 2.
Could use definitely a strikeout here, maybe even a double play ball.
Second inning, 4-4 game now. Shells 2 in the first, 2 here in the second inning, and they have a chance for more with the bases loaded. Swing and a miss up in his eyes, but the pitcher was ahead of him 1-2 and struck him out.
Well, that's a definite pick-me-up there, and something that they really, really needed. Now you can work your way out of this. Singleton to the plate in a tie game, but you can get out of this mess here with a play to make and start over offensively.
Strike called at the letters to the pitcher, Jacob Singleton.
8th batter to hit here in the inning, and still Roxana 2 hits in the game.
Swinging a pop-up on the infield. Can they catch this one? The pitcher, the third baseman there. Third baseman, Foster, will make the grab, and that's the end of that. But 2 more for the Shells, and they leave the bases loaded with a chance for more. They score 2 and tie the game. After 2 innings in Roxana, it's a 4-4 game now, Roxana and Jerseyville. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Everybody's saying buy American, but not me. I just want you to come drive American. Come out today and see for yourself. No one has a more impressive selection of vehicles than Ford. Whether it's a Focus, Fusion, Escape, Edge, F-150, or any other Ford product, no one can beat Ford's quality. Not Toyota, not Honda, not anybody.
Roberts Motors, your hometown dealer for over 60 years, just off Route 3 or Highway 67 in Alton, or at RobertsMotors.com.
Ace Hardware in Bethalto is your helpful place. It's where you'll find more than 70,000 items in the store and even more online. It's where the people know how to solve your problems. It's where top brands like Benjamin Moore, Still, and Craftsman make your jobs go smoothly and with confidence. It's where hot buys sizzle each and every week. Ace Hardware in Bethalto is more than helpful. They save you time and money too.
With Louis Korak, Brent Birkeland back here at Roxana Park, and 2 innings now have been played in this baseball contest, and mistake-filled already, and we've only played 2 innings, and we had Jerseyville up 4-0. Well, now it's a 4-4 game after 2, and we'll go to the third with Jerseyville coming to the dish again.
Well, the difference here is Roxana really isn't hitting the ball at all. Panther mistakes are killing them, but they're hitting the ball. They're earning what they're getting right now. But they're giving it right back, and they've given it all right back.
Lots and lots of gifts. More than just Christmas and your birthday. That's 5 errors in 2 innings, and it's a 4-4 game here. As Singleton for Roxana brings it home, swinging a foul ball down the left field line. Perry with a long run, and he will catch it. It stayed up forever, and he made the running grab, 1 out.
I'm thinking, you know what? That thing is holding up for him, and he had a pretty good jump on that ball, and sure enough, he's able to saunter. Can you say saunter over into foul territory? He was on the dead run, though. Made a nice play to get the out.
Whitman out number 1. Booger, Shrimpton. Now coming in as the clouds take over here at the ballpark, and the breeze picks up once again. Strike 1. Jerseyville 3-3 on the year. Roxana 1-5 on the season. Jerseyville already with a win over Roxana in the middle of March. They meet again here at the end of March, and it's a ball, 1-1 to Booger.
Sacrifice fly, RBI in the first inning, and we're in the third now, and it's 4-4 game.
There's a ground ball, slowly hit to third. Charging is Briggs. He fires high, and there's an error as it goes into the right field bullpen. Taking second base, the batter with 1 out.
Well, he had to charge in and make a good throw. A good throw does get him, and just to the left of Kessler, and he tried to keep his foot on the bag instead of maybe coming off and keeping it at least in front of him or that runner at first base, but he tried to stay on and could not come up with it. Runner moves up to second. Roxana's first miscue of the day.
There's a strike to Shrimpton.
Was hit by a pitch. Stranded at third base.
Singleton brings it in, swing and a miss at a pitch that bounced in for a strike there.
Yeah, he brought out his 3-wood on that one.
2 strikes and nothing, 1 on, 1 out. 4-4 game in the third. Outside this time, it's 1-2. Right-handed pitcher Singleton, the stretch. And there's another low delivery. This one's chopped foul. Back to second base goes Booger. He's there with 1 down, reaching on an error. Singleton looks in, gets a sign from Martz, the catcher. Checks the runner behind him at second base, up and in. Thought it was hit by a pitch, but I guess not. But the runner takes third as it goes to the backstop anyway.
Yeah, I thought for a minute that he was hitting myself, but it kind of turned into it, but it didn't. Umpire says no, and it gets to this backstop. Boy, we got a lot of room back here in foul territory for those that really don't know the dimensions of this park. Anything that gets away from the catcher, you're almost guaranteed of a runner on base, at least moving up a bag.
Foul ball, backing out of play it goes again. Down the road in Roxana today, if you're headed to the ballpark, just look for the ice cream truck and RiverBender.com, and you'll be here if you see that. Say hello to Dan Gonzalez in the truck if you'd like.
Is he serving up banana splits? Or
maybe so. Line drive to left. That could be a run. Perry makes the grab. The runner tags and is coming home. It's cut off. No throw home. It's a run for the Panthers. They take the lead back at 5-4.
Well, Shrimpton battled back. Good at bat for him. He was able to deliver in that situation, and they get the sacrifice fly, and he fell behind in the count. 0-2, was able to get it back to square, and it was 2-2 pitch, and golfs that one in the left field just far enough to get that runner home. Jersey reclaims the lead here in the third inning.
Now Jordan Nevlin steps in. Number 8 hitter in the lineup. high, ball one. 2 outs, nobody on base now. Here in the third inning, the Panthers have a run. They had 4 in the first, did not score in the second inning. It's 2-0 here. He walked 5 pitches his first time up. Here's the next swing and a miss. That was ball 3 low.
No doubt. Boy, when you're ahead in a count 2-0, boy, you're locked in on one particular pitch, and one pitch only is what you're swinging at, and I don't think that was it.
Now it's 3-1. Pitch low and away again. It was 3-1 in the first inning when he walked. 3-1 here, and he walks again, down low for a ball.
Jersey looking to get things started here with 2 outs. Nevlin picks up his second walk of the game, and Gus to the plate. He singled and drove in a run in the first inning with that infield single that McPeak made a nice play on.
Breaking ball, strike call to the number 9 hitter, Brian Gust.
But Wilfong on the on-deck circle, he's already hit twice here. And we're only in the third inning.
Runner back as they throw over to first. Shrimpton with an RBI here in the third inning, giving the Panthers the lead back. Pop foul, Roxana dugout, first base side. Today, the Roxana girls playing at Jerseyville. Softball up in Jersey County for the Panthers and the Shells. We have baseball here in Roxana, though. Singleton shaking off a couple of signs here. Now time called by the batter. Looks in again, Singleton the pitcher, and delivers here to Gust. Nope, instead he throws to first, and it bounces over there and hits the runner and stays right at the bag there.
That might hurt just a touch when it gets cool like this. Especially if it hits you flush.
Big lead at first, and the runner going. The pitch is bunted toward third. Briggs picks it up, throws to first for the out there at first base, and that ends the inning. Panthers get a run in the third, and they now have the lead back, but just 5-4 over Roxana. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
When you own a business, your loss could be your employee's loss too. That's why you should put American Family Insurance and me to work right away. I'm Gerard Fisher of American Family Insurance. I can help you design property and liability coverages that fit the needs of your specific business. Interested? Call me, Gerard Fisher, at 466-7062.
American Family Insurance.
You'll find it at Mallory's. Mallory's Sporting Goods in Wood River. Your high school gear and sportswear? It's at Mallory's. Athletic equipment for the little tykes? You'll find it at Mallory's. How about team gear and uniforms, or personalized gear and specialty equipment? It's at Mallory's too. You'll find it all at Mallory's Sporting Goods, just minutes from your school off of 255, right next to the Walmart complex on Vaughn Road in Wood River.
Louis Korak and Brent Birkland back here at the ballpark, and middle of the third inning here at Roxana, and the Shells and the Panthers battling here, and it's a 5-4 game. Jerseyville with 4 in the first. Roxana battled back to tie the game, but now Jerseyville takes the lead again with a run here in the third. And now the Shells come up once again, trying to make some noise again.
Didn't we do this Monday? One team leads, the other comes back, the other one takes the lead, the other one comes back and forth. We're in for more of that here today. Only difference is we're on the baseball diamond.
Monday we had softball, Roxana and Alton, and it was 11-10 before we were done. Roxana beating Alton High in softball.
We might have that here again today.
20 runs plus. We'll see. Strike called to start the bottom of the third inning.
Touche, Odell, Kessler, and Carlisle, if anybody gets on.
1 ball, 1 strike here to the designated hitter, Ryan Touche. Right-handed batter sends one to right. Line drive to the right fielder, right there to make the catch. Nevlin grabs it, 1 out.
Good-looking stroke for Touche there, but right to Nevlin. Takes the step in and makes the easy play. It's the first time they've retired. Oh, actually, McPeak led off the game with an out, so they retire the first batter for the second time in this game.
Third inning, we have a 5-4 ball game, and Shells, Odell, Kessler looking for some base runners here. And Miles has retired 3 in a row after the Briggs RBI single. Coach Mike Arbuthnot coaching down at third and swinging a foul towards him there in third base side.
How come he's the only one that doesn't look cold here?
He's got layers on. Well, so do I, but oh well.
He's got that electric blanket on underneath. You just don't see it.
That's in the dugout probably, but there's a foul ball back and out of play. Lots of fans here checking out Jerseyville and Roxana. Shells in the blue and white, Jerseyville in the blue and white. Pitch is high to Odell.
Reached on an error and scored in the second, pardon me.
Here's another from Miles, and it hits the batter. Didn't really move and let it hit him, and it's a hit by pitch. And so, 1 on, 1 out. Miles hits another.
He's hit a couple now, hasn't he? Or was that? Yes, he did.
Briggs.
He hit Briggs in the first inning.
Kessler to the dish, 1 on, 1 out.
Walked and scored in the second inning.
And this one bounces in and bounces away. Wild pitch will send Odell to second base. The mistakes keep coming.
And there goes the tying run again.
And there goes the double play. Kessler, right-handed batter. Will watch a strike go in there at the knees. Inside corner at the knees. Kessler bats 7th for Coach Arbuthnot. Breaking ball strike. Strike 2. Miles looking to get in a groove here in the cool weather. This pitch is way high, 2-2.
So what do you think of the goofy Final Four that we have?
Goofy. Very, very goofy. Like the women's Final Four better, really, but oh well.
Yeah, but no Brittany Griner.
True.
She's got NBA ability, man. I don't know if you've seen her play before, but she can hoop.
2-2. Kessler steps out. Big lead at second back there by Odell. Let's see what he does. Kessler waits at the dish, and the pitch, swing and fouled back and out of play. Kessler is a big boy, first baseman, right-handed batter.
I was thinking that myself earlier, just didn't say anything.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Good off-speed delivery there, got him on a 2-2 pitch, swung over top of the ball, and second out of the inning, and it'll bring in Carlisle, who's singled, stranded in the second inning. But if he can get a base hit here, could tie this game up once again.
Swing and a foul back to the screen. That's 3 strikeouts for Miles, 1 in each inning. Carlisle at the dish. A teammate, Odell, out at second base. 2 down here in the bottom of the third inning. This breaking ball is a ball. A few minutes after 5 o'clock now. You're in tune to WBGZ. Alton, 5 o'clock hour. Third inning here in Roxana. Time called by the batter. One on, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. Both teams playing their 7th games of the year. Low in the dirt.
It's pretty remarkable considering the weather that we've had. That they've played 6 times already.
Had those 70s and 80s for a few days, and then back and forth it goes. And here's ball 2 up high. Carlisle fouls one back, make it 3-2 now. It's a full count. Miles 1 strike away from finishing off this third inning, but again, Carlisle trying to keep it alive and maybe tie the game. Swing and a miss down in the dirt. It gets away though, and it's going to be everybody safe. Strike 3, but a wild pitch. Third wild pitch for Miles, and it's 1st and 3rd, 2 out.
Well, that's a break for the Shells. They'll gladly take it. Miles gets the strikeout, but Carlisle reaches base. Odell moves up to third. Martz to the plate. And 90 feet away is the tying run. I can say that now, right? We're in baseball, 90 feet away.
There you go.
As opposed to 60 for our softball.
Here's Martz, the number 9 hitter. Another one down in the dirt.
I was going to say, it might be wise to keep the ball in front of your catcher right now, because otherwise we'll see a tie game here in no time.
9 runs in already. Here's one in the dirt again, ball 2.
Well, you got the number 9 hitter here, so you may want to go after him.
Let him hit it. Throw some strikes. Two on, 2 out. Home half of the third inning. Miles to Martz. And the pitcher steps off.
I never have cared for those. The old, I call it the Rick Sutcliffe move. The 1st to 3rd.
Fake to 3rd, fake to 1st.
Did anybody do it more than he did?
No, he was pretty slow out there on the mound.
I'll say.
There's a strike call.
Might have been a little up and in, but
a 3-0 strike.
Getting the benefit of the doubt.
Well, let's see if this one's in the zone. Otherwise, the bases are loaded. Runner at first goes, and this pitch is low for a bases-loaded situation for the Shells again. And they had the bases loaded left the bases loaded last inning.
They did, and now McPeak will bat for the 3rd time. Back to the top of the order now, and you know what? We're only in the 3rd inning. What does that tell you? We are going at a snail's pace.
Game's going to be called because of darkness, probably. But
oh, well.
Chopper to 3rd. Gets by the 3rd baseman. Between him and the bag, and 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. And now they have the runner caught in a rundown, and the ball hits him. And everybody's safe, and the Shells take their first lead at 6-5, scoring 2 with 2 outs.
And that's the first hit of the inning.
There you go.
So the strikeout and wild pitch comes back to hurt Jersey here today. McPeak delivers right down that 3rd base line, just out of Foster's reach. And Roxana has come all the way back, taking the lead after being down 4-0.
And they now have 6 runs on 3 hits. 3 hits.
2 of them have left the infield.
5 errors, 2 walks, 3 wild pitches, 2 hit by pitches by Miles. And low and away for a ball. It's 2-0 here to Briggs.
Well, if you're Darren Perdun, when do you get to a point where you may want to start looking for some bullpen relief? But when I look in his dugout, I don't see much going on over there as far as work or as far as not many players on his bench.
They only have about 12 or 13 on their roster, I believe, and there's throw back to second and safe. I know we're only in March, but this is bad baseball today.
Are we going to be magnets for long, drawn-out baseball and softball games?
We'll see. There's a deep foul down the left field line. Way foul, way out in front of that one, Briggs. It's 2-2 now.
Did we do something to the man upstairs that we're going to be cursed now with 3-hour-plus baseball games and 2+ hour softball games?
5 or 10 errors, walks,
30 runs.
Hit by pitch, foul ball, still 2-2.
Roxana scored 2 runs in each of the first 3 innings.
2-2-2, and they lead it 6-5. Here's the pitch. This one's skied into right center field. Right fielder on the move, and he'll make the catch. The right fielder grabs it. Nevlin in short right center field, and that ends the inning. But again, 2 more for the Shells, and after 3, they take their first lead. They trailed 4-0 in the first inning to Jerseyville, but now the Shells 6, the Panthers 5. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
I'll grab the birthday cake. You bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
From its birth in 1931 on Broadway in Alton to its new home on Homer Adams Parkway, welcome to Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings. Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings earned its outstanding customer service reputation in servicing major appliance brands such as Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Frigidaire, Samsung, and more. When you think about it, Alton Refrigeration is about providing you with years of comfortable living with worry-free brand name products.
Roxana and Jerseyville here, a 6-5 game as we go to the 4th inning now. And the Shells again take their first lead of the day. Jerseyville led early 4-0. But again, tied the game at 4-4. Then Jerseyville took the lead 5-4, but now it's 6-5 as back and forth we go.
We're not done.
No, we're not done either. He's a little upset, I'm sure, about what's going on so far.
Yeah, I would imagine that he is.
We shall see what his Jerseyville Panthers do here. The first pitch is a strike to the leadoff batter. We're underway in the 4th inning.
Wilfong, Scoggins, Miles. Wilfong 1 for 2. He has scored.
Swing and a miss. Remember, Singleton had those 35 pitches in the first inning, and he's still around here in the 4th. I never would have guessed that.
Well, his pitch count has drastically gone down.
And there's a swing and a miss and a strikeout. The Jerseyville catcher is gone. 1 out.
Made quick work of him there. Kept the ball away from him on each delivery, and Wilfong didn't show much patience there, and he is down on strikes.
Just 2 strikeouts for Singleton. Swing and a miss here by Scoggins.
Well, we know one thing. Singleton has thrown strikes here today. Just early in the game, Jersey was hitting the ball hard.
This one bounces in for a ball. Again, 5 hits in that first inning, only 1 hit since then. One out here in the 4th. Singleton for Roxana brings it home. Strike called at the letters. High strike, strike 2.
Scoggins is 2 for 2 in the game. He's singled twice. He's scored. He's driven in a run. Now he's in an 0-2 hole here.
Swing and a miss and another strikeout. Back-to-back for Singleton. 2 down.
Well, he tied him up there on a pitch down and in, and not a lot of discipline here by the Jersey batters for the first 2 coming up, and now Miles will bat. He's 0 for 2. Nobody on and 2 outs. He'll try to help himself here or get things started. Try to keep the inning going for Foster, who is in the on-deck circle.
Check swing and strike 1 to Robbie Miles here. There's a ball low. 4th inning, 6-5 our score. Singleton looks in, ready with another one to Robbie Miles. And it's inside off the plate. Two balls, 1 strike. Jerseyville 2 up, 2 down here. Couple of strikeouts. This one's back to the screen for a ball. Top of the 4th inning here. Again, the Panthers with 4 runs in the first inning. Roxana with 2 in the first, 2 in the second. Tied it at 4 at that point. Then Jerseyville took the lead, 5-4, but 2 runs again for Roxana in the third. They lead right now 6-5, and that's ball 4 to Miles.
Well, Singleton came into this inning 65 pitches. So in the last, so he threw fewer pitches in the second and third than he did in the first.
This one drops low for ball 1 to Hunter Foster, the cleanup hitter.
But I would imagine that he may have 1 more inning left in him. That pitch count is starting to get up there. He's over 70 now.
Toss over to first, runner back. After the game, we'll announce our Munganast Alton Toyota Player of the Game for this afternoon's baseball contest. There's a strike. Munganast Alton Toyota Player of the Game coming up. Singleton looks in, and another with the runner going. Swing and a miss. Ball down in the dirt, and he'll steal the base without a throw.
Got a good jump. No chance for Martz to get the runner at second base, so he's in scoring position now. A base hit could once again tie this thing up.
And this one is up and away, off the plate just a bit.
Oh, the Roxana contingency wanted that one. Well, they all came charging out of the dugout over there.
Led by pitching coach Pete Kleeman. He thought it was good enough. 2-2. Breaking ball is inside now. Outside, then inside. Now it's full at 3-2. And another pitch coming. Nope, Singleton steps off. Miles at second base, 2 down in the 4th. The stretch and the pitch. It's low for ball 4, and it's back to the screen. A wild pitch. The runner to third. First and third, 2 on, 2 out.
Well, it started out as a harmless inning here, but back-to-back strikeouts got things going, but Miles and Foster have now been given back-to-back walks, first and third. Whitman to the plate. He is 1 for 2 in the game. He had a base hit in the first, drove in a run, and he scored. And we are going to have a little conference action here at the mound. Who is coming out?
That's Coach Pete Kleeman to the mound. That's 3 wild pitches now on both pitchers. 4 walks now for Singleton. These pitchers just can't get it going and can't get a shutdown inning like we talked about even for softball Monday. Somebody needs to shut the other team down and hopefully keep the lead, but nobody wants the lead.
Well, in Miles' defense early in the game, somebody make a play. He didn't get any early on. I mean, 5 errors in 2 innings will kill the psyche of any pitcher, but he is the tying run over at third base, and a chance here for Whitman to deliver for his team.
Swing and a fly ball to left. Perry is right there. The left fielder grabs it. That's the end of the inning. Middle of the 4th. Shells keep the lead 6-5 over Jerseyville. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Since 1947, St. Peter's Hardware and Rental has been helping you get the job done right. When planning a do-it-yourself project, party, or event, turn to St. Peter's for what you need to make it successful. St. Peter's carries brand-name tools like DeWalt, Bosch, and Milwaukee, quality True Value paints backed by a lifetime warranty, and everything else you need from gadgets to grills. Shop in-store or shop online. St. Peter's Hardware and Rental, the best products, service, and expert advice. At Jack Schmidt Chevrolet in Wood River, we make car buying a breeze. A member of our sales team will assist you in selecting the perfect new or GM certified pre-owned vehicle, and we back it up with our guaranteed price policy. Our commitment to you continues after the sale with genuine Goodwrench service. So if you don't know where to get the best deal on quality vehicles and service,
You don't know Jack Schmidt!
In Wood River, Illinois.
Yeah!
Back at Roxana Park for boys RiverBend baseball. Bottom of the 4th inning. Roxana coming to the plate once again and leading. Still 6-5. They hold on to the lead as both teams now, it looks like, have left 6 runners on base. Each team has left the bases loaded in this game. There's a shot into right center field, and that's a hit for Brad Perry. And it's extra bases as he sends one to right center field for a stand-up double to start the bottom of the 4th.
About the hardest hit ball Roxana's had here today. It's only their 4th hit of the day, but that's a good start here in the home half. And he went after that first delivery and delivered it into right center field and gets himself a leadoff double. Singleton, Touche, and Odell now with opportunity to stretch this Roxana lead.
6-5, 1-run game as we play in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch is high from Miles, and his pitch count getting up there quite a bit too. And we're only in the 4th. Singleton at the dish. Open stance, and he sends one into left center field. Left fielder over, can't get it. Another hard hit ball. This one's going to the fence. A run will score for Roxana. Back-to-back doubles. Singleton puts it in, and they throw to third. I don't know if he missed the bag or not, and they're going to check it out, and
they are going to
call him out at third base.
I'll be darned.
Missed the bag, and apparently wasn't even close because the Jerseyville dugout yelled it right away.
Well, and the home plate umpire jumped right out. Mike Arbuthnot he is not making an argument here, so I think he knows it, but he is slowly coming in. He's going to talk to our home plate umpire.
And they send out Tyler Gentry to run here again, number 10, for Singleton, courtesy runner after the double.
So the play is going to go 7-6-5. Is that correct?
That is correct. Out at third base, 1 on, 1 out, and it remains 6-5, Roxana. Line drive into right, another hard hit ball. 3 in a row, 3 hits in a row. It's first and third as the runner holds at third there. Gentry on the hit to right by Touche.
Well, they've They've matched their hit total for the game now, and here comes Darren Perdun. I don't know if he's going to make a move. Somebody is warming up down the third base side here.
And they meet on the mound here as they're starting to pound Miles a little bit here with 2 doubles and a single in this inning.
Well, they've got 3 hits, and he's thrown 4 pitches in the inning.
Bang, 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 and again, except for the mistake by the base runner, Roxana would lead by more. It's 6-5 here, though. Still meeting on the mound, Coach Darren Perdun of Jerseyville. Bottom of the 4th inning continues, and the Shells have a chance for a big inning. Odell to the plate. He has scored twice, been on base twice.
Well, think about this scenario, though. If you get a ground ball or a double play here to end the inning, they could go without scoring, getting 3 hits in an inning, but they could score 2 runs.
Ground ball to third. They'll throw to second. Out there. On to first. And out there. You were right.
And they're going to get out of it. Unreal.
5-4-3 double play. 3 hits to start the inning. A double play, and they do not score. 6-5, still the score. And Coach Mike Arbuthnot now talking to himself and to the umpires. He's upset now. 6-5, Roxana. As we go to the 5th after this. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Whether you're planning for home improvement projects, family vacations, college tuition, or consolidating credit card debt, use your home for what you need. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they offer home equity loans and lines of credit that can lower your costs. For more information, visit www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a First Mid-America Credit Union representative.
There's a long pass. It looks like it's going to be overthrown. Oh, the receiver dashes under the ball and makes the catch. Touchdown!
Where did he get that extra burst of speed? That off-season training really paid off.
Alton Memorial Hospital's Human Motion Institute Sports Performance helps athletes maximize their potential and improve their game. With sports performance training, you'll leap higher, run faster, and throw farther. Learn more at altonmemorialhospital.org. Human Motion Institute Sports Performance, building better athletes.
On to the 5th inning now. Back live in Shell Country. Louis Korak and Brent Birkland back with you. It's a 6-5 ball game. Roxana leading Jerseyville, and the Panthers coming up now in the 5th inning.
Well, what happened in that bottom half should help them out. Miles gives up the 3 hits, but he gets out of it unscathed. Of course, got a little help when Perry should have scored a 7th run for Roxana, but he got caught not touching the bag.
Slow roller to third. Third baseman Briggs charging in. Throw to first. Out there. Bang, bang play. 1 out.
Well, you knew Roxana would probably get a call on a bang, bang play there when they didn't get the call in the bottom of the 4th. That one was close play as well, but nice play by Jordan Briggs to get in, scoop, make the throw. Gets his man by a shade.
1 out here and a swing and a miss. Shrimpton, the number 7 hitter, has an RBI today. No official at bat today.
How about Singleton? After giving up 4 runs, he's put the brakes on here on this Jersey offense. 1 run allowed, and that was an unearned run in the 3rd inning. After they pelted him around for 4 runs and 5 hits in the 1st.
Down and in for a ball. Right-hander to right-hander here.
He's only given up 1 hit since.
Fifth inning, and this one's back to the screen. Bounces in.
Well, Shrimpton 1 pitch away from still not having an official at bat. That'd be a heck of a line. Hit by a pitch, sac fly, and now 3-1, a ball away from getting on by a walk.
There's a strike called. Already 4 walks given up by Singleton. He's hit a batter. walked the number 8 hitter twice. And there's a strike called on the breaking ball, 3-2, and he drops one in there, strike 3.
Came all the way back. He was down 3-1 in the count, and gets a fastball in for a 3-2 count, and then a little backdoor breaking ball. Punches out Shrimpton for the second out of the inning.
This one bounces in, ball 1, as now Blake Wilfong down to loosen up in the bullpen, the catcher for Jerseyville. Warming up on the mound in the left field corner. There's a strike called, another curveball. 2 walks for Nevlin so far, and he's up there for the 3rd time against Singleton. Low for a ball. Right-hander Singleton looks in. Pitches keep coming from him. Roxana's bullpen loosening too. Left-hander Tyler Gentry loosening up. There's a strike called, 2-2. Two with 2 outs here. Inside, hits the batter, and on to first he goes with 2 down.
Still waiting for that 1-2-3 inning, aren't we?
Not going to happen. Each pitcher has now hit 2 batters. Each pitcher has thrown 3 wild pitches. We have 6 walks total in the game. Throw over to first, and there's another error. It goes into the right field corner, and the runner
moves
moves
get to third.
Up to second. Ball out of play.
Yeah, he's going to give him third base.
And over to third he goes. And there's 2 outs.
Here comes Mike Arbuthnot.
And he's going to argue that the runner should be at second and not at third with 2 down here. He's going to talk to both umpires. And so a break in the action here. And so now they're going to send him back to second base, and Coach Darren Perdun will talk it over. And the home plate umpire says he was going back to first.
Okay, then why did you give him third base to begin with?
So runner at second with 2 down. And it'll be another error.
Any way you look at it, it is an error.
8 errors in this game.
That we can't take away, or they can't take away.
8 errors, 6 walks, 4 hit batsmen. It must be March. Hopefully the baseball will get better. And these teams will get sharper and sharper as we go along here, and maybe things warm up. Things will heat up.
Let's hope so. Well, anyway you look at it, Gust is at the plate. There's a runner in scoring position. Maybe not at third, but he's at second. A hit could tie the game up.
He's the number 9 batter, and infield single RBI back in the first inning, and
we're ready to go.
Also bunted and was thrown out on a bunt to end the 3rd inning. There's a strike called to Gust. Each team's had their bullpen working here in the last inning or 2. And this one's outside. Catcher drops the ball. Throw to third. Out there as the runner tried to take the base. After it popped out of the catcher's mitt, he picked it up, threw him out at third to end the inning. And that's the middle of the 5th inning here at Roxana Park, and our score still 6-5. Shells lead the Panthers 6-5. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is fair.
Compare a well-equipped Lexus ES to a well-equipped Buick LaCrosse. Get inside each and see what you find. If perfection is what you pursue, this might just change your course. Meet the new class of world class. The 2010 LaCrosse from Buick. May the best car win.
With Louis Korak, Brent Birkeland back at Roxana Park, Shell Country, and bottom of the fifth inning, bottom of the order, Kessler, Carlisle, and Martz due up against Wilfong, the new pitcher for Jerseyville, after 4 innings for Robbie Miles.
Well, you would have thought he was in line to be the winner, but he cannot be the winner. He can be the loser here after going 4 innings, so I don't know where he is because Wilfong was behind the plate.
Wilfong, the right-hander, will face again Kessler, Carlisle, and Martz, the bottom 3 in the batting order. The Shells will try to pad the lead once again. They thought they had done that last inning, but again, some mistakes here and there, and we continue with a 6-5 ball game. Next baseball broadcast, not until next Tuesday. We'll see the Alton Redbirds in the Southwestern Conference facing Belleville West on Tuesday out at Gordon Moore Park. Also at Gordon Moore Park, we have softball Saturday morning, Marquette against Belleville West. So we'll see Belleville West in softball Saturday face Marquette. Belleville West in baseball facing Alton High on Tuesday for Southwestern Conference baseball.
Well, it looks like Miles has gone to shortstop. And Shrimpton, I don't see him over here on the bench, so is he still in the game? Roland Bell's behind the plate, number 4.
Here's Kessler digging in. The pitch from Wilfong on the way, swinging a foul. He was out in front of that one, hammered it foul, left field. Strike 1 to Kessler, who has walked and has struck out. Six to 5 game. Roxana leading here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Pitch is high for a ball. Wilfong looks in and winds up, brings it in, ground ball rolling, foul, third base side. Kessler steps out for a moment, now back in. He's ready to go. Wilfong looks in. Gets a sign from Bell. The pitch is low and away outside.
Well, we do see Shrimpton here on the bench, so Miles the short, Bell behind the plate, Wilfong to the mound. Bell will be in Shrimpton's spot in the batting order.
Ball bounces in for ball 3.
If that makes any sense. Does it?
No. Yes.
Thank you.
No. Kessler at 3-2 here in the 5th. Right-hander to right-hander, and it's a payoff pitch here. With the Shells up by 1 run, 6-5, and it's high for ball 4, and That's the way. The reliever comes in, throws a walk.
And yet again, we won't get a 1, 2, 3 inning. Can we get one of those quick hitters?
Panthers look for another double play, though. They've had some of those. A couple of 5-4-3s in the first inning and the fourth inning. Nobody out. Pitch on the way. It's over but low. Ball 1 to Carlisle.
It's 4 in a row that Wilfong has missed with now.
Here's another pitch, and this one is a strike at the letters. 25, Jacob Roberson running for Kessler down at first. He wears number 25 for Roxana. Carlisle waits at the dish. He's going to bunt. He does. Third base side. Foul. Into the grass it goes for a strike.
Well, he's got some wheels, so it's not a bad idea. You can hear Darren Perdun telling his infielders to get 2, but the way Carlisle runs, ball's going to have to be hit right at somebody and hit pretty hard.
Stretch by Wilfong, and the Jerseyville right-hander brings it in. Strike called, and he struck him out, caught him looking.
Right on the outside corner, painted it with a fastball. Carlisle looked like he was a little caught off guard there. Maybe didn't think that it got the plate, but first strikeout for Wilfong, and we will see a pinch hitter here.
And as the sun goes down and it gets cooler and cooler, you're going to see that strike zone hopefully get a little larger. Who knows?
I'm not complaining.
Venhouse will be the pinch hitter here. Number 20 digs in and pinch hits for Nelson Martz, the catcher, in the number 9 spot. Corey Venhouse, right-handed batter. Wilfong throws it away. Back to the screen it goes, and up to second base goes the base runner with 1 out.
How many wild pitches have we had now?
I think it was 3 each for the starters.
In the first inning?
Just seems that way.
Boy, you're not kidding.
Wilfong looks in. Venhouse gets ready, and he swings and pops one up to the third baseman, who calls for it and has it. Hunter Foster with the squeeze there, and there's 2 down.
Little backup from Miles just in case, but pretty routine there. And pinch runner, Roberson, goes back to second base. It'll be up to McPeak, and he delivered the last time he hit a 2-run base hit to give his team a lead.
Rolls one to short this time. Miles up over and out at first. Another bang play at first. Miles waited back on that one, maybe a little too much, but fired him out from shortstop. And that's the end of the Roxana 5th inning. We'll go to the 6th. And it's still 6-5. Roxana leading Jersey. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Ace Hardware in Bethalto is your helpful place. It's where you'll find more than 70,000 items in the store and even more online. It's where the people know how to solve your problems. It's where top brands like Benjamin Moore, Still, and Craftsman make your jobs go smoothly and with confidence. It's where hot buys sizzle each and every week. Ace Hardware in Bethalto is more than helpful. They save you time and money, too.
Why is Roberts Motors #1 in Ford certified pre-owned sales in the St. Louis Metro East?
Visit the 169-point inspection all our vehicles go through.
Maybe it's because we've been doing it for over 60 years.
Or is it the large selection we keep in stock at all times?
Personally, I think the answer is all the above. Stop in today and see. Nobody does pre-owned better than Roberts Motors.
Roberts Motors, your hometown dealer for over 60 years in Alton, Illinois, or on the web at RiverBender.com.
Roxana Park today for boys baseball here on Z1570, and the Roxana Shells will go to the bullpen too. Both starters are now gone, and we bring in a left-hander now, Tyler Gentry, number 10. He comes in relief of Singleton, who may get the win here, 6-5 in favor of Roxana.
Well, who would have thought it after the top half of the first that Singleton would outlast Miles here today? Singleton can be the winner. He cannot be the loser. It will be up to the lefty Gentry now to maybe get the last 6 outs here in the game, and Jersey is going to go to their bench as well. Jason Hamilton looks like is going to pinch hit here for Gust.
So number 21 coming off the bench here, and we'll see what he can do to start the Jerseyville. 6th inning, top of the 6th. And we'll see how the lefty does for Roxana. Gentry, number 10, in relief again of Singleton.
He's going to see 9, 1, and 2 here, so not out of the woods are the Shells, because they're going to get into the heart of this Jersey order again, and they're going to have to get the meat of the order here to get through this game and maybe pick up their second win in as many days and second win of the season.
And already split with Jerseyville because they lost to the Panthers before, 9-3 earlier this season. 6-5 game here in favor of the Shells. This one's a strike called. And quickly here, it's 0-2 to the pinch hitter. Top of the order waiting on deck. Wilfong waits. Gentry throws low for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 6th inning, top of the 6th. Breaking ball down and in. Bullpen still loosening for Roxana. A couple of right-handers. Gentry brings it in. Ground ball to the right side. Second baseman over and flips to first for the out. And that's 1 up, 1 down. Brandon Little with the play at second base.
Kind of a fisted swing there. The ball was in on the hands of Hamilton and punches it over to the right side, but play is made for the first out. Jersey with 1 hit since the first inning, if you can believe that. Each team with 6 hits here today.
Low and away, ball 1 to Wilfong. Lefty against lefty now.
Well, now these batters are getting a different look at a pitcher, so some adjustments to be made.
Ball low. 2-0 the count. Wilfong waits. 1 for 3, and he takes down low for a ball.
He'll definitely look at a pitch here, if not 2.
Here's another, and it bounces in again. Ball 4, a 4-pitch walk, and back to the screen it goes. Wilfong hustling down to first. He's there with 1 out.
And he represents the tying run, so you got to think that he's going to be aggressive on the bases here. Darren Perdun's going to want to get him in the scoring position. Even though he's got Scoggins to the plate, who's 2 for 3 in the game today, he does make contact, but he did strike out in his last at bat. He's got a couple of singles, a RBI, run scored.
And now Roxana going to make a change here, at least change catchers. Maybe they want Martz to warm up in the bullpen because he's going to leave. And Singleton may be the new catcher, and we may have a new pitcher too. I think Gentry's going to be finished as well after 2 batters. And looks like it
might be coming into the game here.
Martz will be the pitcher, and he'll move from behind the plate out front, just like Wilfong did for Jerseyville. Starting catcher, relief pitcher as well, and that's going to be the change here. Martz for Roxana will come in to pitch, and we'll have more in a moment. A break in the action here in the top of the 6th inning. Roxana 6, Jerseyville 5. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Ragusa drops to throw. Now lets it go deep down the left sideline. He's got top, and he makes a dandy catch.
Here's another steal by Bradley. Lumpkins all alone. He lays it in from.
Yeah! Woo!
Does not put first every year.
First initial.
Cards the same.
Compare a well-equipped Lexus ES to a well-equipped Buick LaCrosse. Get inside each and see what you find. If perfection is what you pursue, this might just change your course. Meet the new class of world class. The 2010 LaCrosse from Buick. May the best car win.
Welcome back to Shell Country. Roxana and Jerseyville meeting here, and 6th inning continues. Another pitching change. Gentry faces just 2. Now we go to Martz, the 3rd pitcher for Roxana. And he will face Mitch Scoggins, right-hander. Martz throws over to first, runner back. 1 on, 1 out for Jerseyville. Shells lead 6-5.
So Scoggins thought he was going to see a lefty, but not the case. Like you said, Gentry, 2 batters here. Retired 1. So his line is going to read a 1/3 of an inning, a walk, on the hook for the runner at first. So tying run is at first base.
Ground ball to the right side. That may sneak through. Little gets over there, blocks it, picks it up, throws to first. And did they call him out or safe?
I think so. I believe he called him out.
And so, runner moves to second with 2 down.
Good play by Little to be able to knock it down, range to his left, keep the ball in front of him and get the runner. But now here comes Miles and Foster here. Chance to deliver. Miles got the runner at second base and 2 outs. Base hit could tie this thing up.
Martz looks in, gets a sign. Robbie Miles takes ball 1, low and away. Well, the JV game has wrapped up in the back of the park here, Roxana Park, and the Roxana girls soccer game that started at 4 down in Wood River is over too.
So everybody's done before us.
True. East Alton Wood River soccer tournament going on, and the Shells playing Metro East today. The Oilers tonight playing Waterloo Jabot.
I thought that's what you were getting at, that everybody else is finished before us.
I was hinting at that, yes. So some Shells soccer players here checking out the end of the game as well after their soccer match in Wood River at the tournament.
I've never been to the, what do they call it? What is the name of the park over there?
Wood River Soccer Park.
I've never been there.
It's a nice facility with lights and all, and great place in Wood River for Roxana and Wood River both to play their home games.
I couldn't even tell you where it is.
There's a one-hopper back to the mound. Martz will flip to first, and that's the end of the Jerseyville 6th inning. So, the Panthers do not score, and they still trail as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Shells 6, Panthers 5. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
You'll find it at Mallory's. Mallory's Sporting Goods in Wood River. Your high school gear and sportswear? It's at Mallory's. Athletic equipment for the little tykes? You'll find it at Mallory's. How about team gear and uniforms? Or personalized gear and specialty equipment? It's at Mallory's too. You'll find it all at Mallory's Sporting Goods, just minutes from your school off of 255, right next to the Walmart complex on Vaughn Road in Wood River.
When you own a business, your loss could be your employee's loss too. That's why you should put American Family Insurance and me to work right away. I'm Gerard Fisher of American Family Insurance. I can help you design property and liability coverages that fit the needs of your specific business. Interested? Call me, Gerard Fisher, at 466-7062.
American Family Insurance.
6-5, Roxana leading Jerseyville. It's boys baseball, and 6 o'clock. You're in tune to WBGZ Alton. Baseball from Shell Country today here on the Big Z. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Roxana leading by 1, but they'd like to get some insurance here before we go to the 7th. Roxana with 2 runs in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third. That's when they took the lead, the third inning. And we still have the same score, 6-5. So all the runs early in the game.
I couldn't imagine that it was going to kind of in a stalemate now for runs, but pitching has kind of taken over here a little bit, and Shells will try to get some insurance runs here, and they've got the heart of their order up: Briggs, Perry, Singleton against Wilfong.
And there's a strike. We're underway in the bottom of the 6th. Bottom of the 6th inning, and again, Briggs, Perry, 2, 3, and 4 batters coming up here. Singleton. There's a swing and a miss, and that one was down in the dirt, so they'll throw to first, and there's a strikeout. Briggs is finished in the 6th inning.
3 pitches and an out. Wilfong records his second strikeout. He took over in the 5th. Is not allowed a hit, only 1 base runner, and that was a walk. He's done a good job now. He's retired 4 in a row since that leadoff walk in the 5th.
Left-handed batter. It is a swing and a miss from Wilfong to Perry. Here comes another, and it's inside for a ball. One out here in the bottom of the 6th. Another swing and a miss, and Wilfong throwing strikes. He struck out 2 now in relief. Here comes another. This one bounces in. It's a 2-2 count on Perry. Right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter. And Wilfong looks in to Brad Perry. Low and away. Full count. Again, after the game, our Munganast Alton Toyota player of the game. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout, 2 down.
Wilfong is trying to keep this right where it's at. Jersey will be down to its last at bat, and want to make sure that it's only a 1-run deficit here. And he'll deal with Singleton, who, believe it or not, could pick up a victory here on the mound after he settled in. An auspicious start for him. Settled in nicely.
It's a chopper over the mound. Second baseman in front of the bag at second. Throws to first, and not in time. High chopper there, and with 2 outs, Shells have a base runner and Touche to the plate.
That was a hard play for Whitman to make there. He had to range a long way. So an infield single for Singleton now. Roxana with 7 hits, is that right?
7. And Singleton has 2 of them. Schaff, a runner at first now, number 11. Courtesy runner for the catcher. Singleton went from pitcher to catcher after 2 batters. Gentry was in for 2 batters, and then he left the game. Martz went from catcher to pitcher, and Singleton behind the plate. Right now, though, it's Touche, the DH. Runner going, swing and a miss, throw down, and safe.
Good
just
throw.
Under the tag there, just barely.
Boy, it's a good thing that he got a good jump, too, because that was a heck of a throw, but I believe the right call was made there.
2 down, the runner at second base now. DH, Ryan Touche with a chance. He's 1 for 3.
You know what? I think that might be our first stolen base of the game. Is that right?
Well, Jerseyville...
Or did they have one early?
I thought Jerseyville just had one, but...
They may have.
They had one in the 4th inning, it looks like, Jersey.
Still, it's pretty rare not to see at least any attempts either.
High for a ball, and they throw behind the runner and throw it into center field, but the Shell base runner will stay. Schaff at second base with 2 down. Wilfong to Touche in a 6-5 game, 6th inning. Coming up on a 2-hour ball game. The pitch, low for a ball.
Well, after a couple of strikeouts, Wilfong is making things a little more difficult here for himself. I think they're going to go ahead and put him on. Yep. It's a 3-1 count. They're going to go ahead and just give him the free base. Base is open. So an intentional walk there. Odell now will hit with a couple of runners on.
And now a meeting on the mound again with Wilfong, the pitcher. And it will be Jared Odell at the plate. Hit into a double play his last time up in the 4th inning. And again, the first 3 innings, all 11 runs. The last 3 innings, no runs. 6-5, Roxana. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th inning here. Roxana with 2 on and 2 out. Odell at the dish. And the meeting on the mound is over. And here we go, Wilfong to Odell. Here's the first pitch. Nope, instead they throw behind the runner, safe at second.
You want to be careful. You get a little too preoccupied with that runner. They've already made some mistakes here today. I want to make another one and give him another gift run.
Pitch is a strike. Strike called. It's 0-1. Sixth inning continues. 2 on, 2 out. Roxana looking to pad the lead. Line drive, left center field. Center fielder going over. Diving catch, can't get it. And 2 runs are going to score. Both runners off with 2 outs, and it's a 2-run double for Odell. He makes it 8-5, Shell.
Oh, that's a big hit there to kind of open things up for him a little bit, and delivered 0-1 pitch, and he got one to his liking on the inner portion of the plate, and he made no mistake about it and delivered it in the left center field for a double. Big RBIs there to give the Shells a couple of extra runs to work with when they go to the top of the 7th inning.
First scoring since the 3rd inning. 2 here in the 6th. And the pitch is a strike to Kessler of Roxana.
Well, Roxana's consistent. Every time they've scored, it's been a 2-run inning. 2 in the 1st, 2 in the second, 2 in the third, 2 here in the sixth. And they lead 8-5. They have scored 8 out of the last 9 runs.
Trailed 4-0 in the first inning. There's a pop fly. Who wants it? Nobody. It drops in short center field. Second baseman out, center fielder and right fielder in, but it falls in, and Odell does not score, and Coach Mike Arbuthnot can't believe it down there at third.
Yeah.
It's first and third.
It's 2 outs. You just got to be off and running on the pitch. Or actually off and running when contact is made. And they already gave 1 run away when a runner missed third base, and now here, but they got to like their chances here, now leading by 3 because Odell did deliver the big hit there to drive in 2 runs.
So 4 in a row have reached after the 2 strikeouts to start this inning. We had back-to-back strikeouts. And now, all of a sudden, the Shells with a rally, and a 2-out rally produces 2 runs, and they still have 2 on, 2 out.
3 hits and a walk later, and it's been a 2-out rally here to give them a couple of more runs.
And they step off, and they go for the runner at first. The other runner going to try to score, and they tag him out before the run comes in. And so, out there, and it's still 8-5 as Coach Mike Arbuthnot tries to steal a run on a double steal there, but they'll settle for 2 in the 6th, and they lead Jerseyville 8-5. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
From its birth in 1931 on Broadway in Alton to its new home on Homer Adams Parkway, welcome to Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings. Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings earned its outstanding customer service reputation in servicing major appliance brands such as Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Frigidaire, Samsung, and more. When you think about it, Alton Refrigeration is about providing you with years of comfortable living with worry-free brand name products.
I'll grab the birthday cake. You bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
At Roxana Park, Shells and Panthers, and Roxana with a little insurance, leading now 8-5 with 2 in the 6th. Now we go to the 7th.
Jersey has 4, 5, and 6 up, but the task became much tougher here after Odell delivered a 2-out, 2-run double. Increases Roxana's lead to 8-5, and the Panthers have their work cut out for them here, but they have had a 4-run inning here today, so it can be done, but
that was 2 hours ago.
Yeah, I was going to say, that was 2 games ago, seems like.
They started with a 4-run first, but since then it's basically been all Roxana in terms of runs, and more runs, and 8-5 here, and it's 2-0 quickly to Foster from Nelson Martz.
Well, they need at least 2 runners to have a chance here, and last thing, if you're Martz, is what you want to do is to issue any base on balls. Get you 3 outs here and get out of here with a win.
There's a strike. Two and 1 count now. Here's the next. It's low and away to Foster.
Martz came on and got the job done. He got a couple of ground balls with the tying run on base. Now looking to close this win out.
Ball 4, and instead of a 1-2-3 inning, 8-5 victory, I guess Roxana not going to make it easy on themselves. Leadoff walk.
Or us.
So Martz has now faced 3. Gentry faced 2 batters. after Singleton went 5 innings. Now it's Mitch Whitman, and it's up and in. It's ball 1.
Whitman is 1 for 3 today. Singled way back in the first, scored, RBI, couple of flyouts to left. Since then, bats here in the 7th. He can get on. He'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Here's a pitch inside again. It is 2-0. Well, Gentry walked 1 while he was in there. Now Martz has walked 1. In relief, there's a strike. It's 2-1. Stretch by Martz, and another delivery. It's tapped foul as it hit him while he was in the batter's box off of his bat, too. 2-2 count. Martz looks in, gets the sign from his catcher, Singleton. Swing and a foul back. Batter here, Whitman gets ready. Martz looks in, gets the sign that he wants, checks the runner over his left shoulder, and throws over there to first, runner back. That runner doesn't mean anything, though. Let him know that, will you? 8-5 Shells in the 7th.
He does if they get another runner on base.
Swing and a fly ball into right field. Right fielder going back,
hard
still
hit.
drifting back, and he didn't know how hard it was hit. It's over his head. It's extra bases. It'll be second and third as the right fielder may have misjudged how hard that was hit. Odell has to chase it to the fence.
You were saying about that runner at first base. For Jersey, I think he means something now, but Whitman sends that one. Boy, I could see right off the bat that thing was hit hard, and Odell kind of took it for granted, didn't really realize, like he said, how hard it was hit. And it went sailing over his head, and Jersey in business. Boy, how big are those 2 runs now that Roxana scored in the bottom half of the 6th?
Always big when you can get them late and you're already up by a run or 2, and that made it 8-5, and that's where we still are here in the 7th inning.
Now here's Booger now representing the tying run.
It's a strike on the inside corner, and again, nobody out here in the 7th. It started with a walk.
Did you expect it to be easy?
No.
Look, we haven't had a 1-2-3 inning yet.
There's a pop-up on the infield. The second baseman, Little, wants it, has it, 1 out.
It's a big out there. Big out to get there, and runners cannot go anywhere. We'll bring up Roland Bell here for the first time. He came in back in the 5th inning to catch. Shrimpton was in this place, in this spot in the batting order, but Bell took his spot when he came in to catch.
Pitch is low and away. Ball 1. Saved a run there. The catcher Singleton going to his right. Bounced in. Martz ready with another one. Runners at second and third for Jerseyville. 8-5 Shells. Strike at the knees. 1-1. Jordan Nevlin waiting on deck. First it's Bell here, the pitch. Inside, he spins away.
Roxana wanting to know where that is. Settle down, guys. It was inside, we'll tell you. How about that?
Here's the next breaking ball. It's inside again.
Now that one, I can understand. That one looked like it was a pretty good pitch.
Nobody's in any hurry to go anywhere. Come on.
Especially us.
3-1 pitch, low and away. Nope, there's a strike. Not really close, but okay, 3-2.
So we're going to go strikes or balls, balls or strikes, right?
At least for the 7th inning.
Right.
3-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and struck him out, and now we have 2 on, 2 out.
Well, that was big there to come all the way back to get his man. So Jersey, 2nd and 3rd, and nobody out. Now 2nd and 3rd and 2 outs. Here comes Nevlin to the plate. And you can see Mike Arbuthnot backing up his outfielders. He's willing to give up the hit, but he wants to keep the ball in front of his outfielders to keep that runner from advancing.
Ground ball to second. That should do it. Little flips to first. Low throw and scooped out there at first, and that is the ball game. The Roxana Shells win it here at home. They beat Jerseyville 8-5 today in Shell Country at Roxana Park. Back with a post game in a moment. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Ragusa drops to throw. Now lets it go deep down the left sideline. He's got top, and he makes a dandy catch.
Here's another steal by Bradley. Lumpkins all alone. He lays it in from.
Yeah! Woo!
Back with the post game at Roxana Park. Jerseyville and Roxana today, and the Shells win it 8-5 here today. And Shells didn't look so good in the first inning as Jerseyville had it all going their way, 4-0 after just a half an inning, but didn't end up that way today, Louis.
No, I thought this was definitely going to go the way of the visitors, but it didn't. They came out and just didn't make the plays in the field, and that really cost them today because you jump out to a 4-run lead and you don't get the job done, mainly because your defense just couldn't make any plays early on, and from then on, Singleton, after that rough start, after giving up 4 runs on 5 hits, boy, did he ever settle down. He winds up picking up the win, winds up pitching 5 innings here today. I thought there was no way he was even going to come close to that. And
he's our Munganast Alton Toyota player of the game, Jacob Singleton, the winning pitcher. He also had a couple of hits at the plate. He went 2 for 4, and the Shells come back and do it. 8-5 here over Jerseyville, so 2 wins in a row after starting 0-5.
Yeah, they got to be feeling good about themselves. They lost to this team a little less than 2 weeks ago and got beat pretty good, and now you hope to maybe get on a little bit of a roll here and work your way back towards that 500 mark right before you get into these conference games. And this is one of those games that you can feel good about yourselves because the way it started out early on, it didn't look like you were going to win.
That's our final score again, 8-5, as we send you away to the network for the evening hours. And again, baseball today. And we bring you Jerseyville and Roxana. And our final score, the Roxana Shells 8, the Jerseyville Panthers 5. Thanks to all of our sponsors, of course, and our engineer, Mike Montgomery, sticking around past 6 o'clock for baseball today. Thanks to my partner, Louis Korak. This is Brent Birkeland. Again, our final, Roxana 8, Jerseyville 5 in boys baseball. So long, everybody.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by St. Peter's Hardware and Rental, the best products, service, and expert advice. Mallory Sports, where your sports world begins. Ace Hardware. Ace, the helpful place. First Mid-America Credit Union. New name, same great credit union. Jack Schmidt Chevrolet. If you don't know where to get the best auto deals, then you don't know Jack Schmidt. Alton Refrigeration, the first choice in quality HD TV and appliances. Quality Buick, GMC, Cadillac. Serving the Riverbend for 52 years. Barry Macias, professional independent insurance agents. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance. All your protection under one roof. Alton Memorial Hospital, the best health care close to home. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend.